So what I think, Deb, is I'll try and get it started in there, but I'm going to need you to aim it and bend it. So I'm hoping to run right underneath this, and then we're going to go probably right through about here, and under that, under all these wires, and that way, okay?
Okay.
We chose to use a rigid PVC Schedule 40 rather than flexible piping.
Okay, so what are y'all doing?
Replacing the plumbing line for the shower.
Yeah.
Yes. It's going to go the whole length of the boat.
Okay. Seriously? So from back there, all the way back there to your bedroom?
Not quite to the bedroom. Probably the middle of the galley.
Okay.
Alright, and this is not a great position to be in. My head is underneath the floor. I've finally got my arm in a position where I can reach it up to the bottom of the shower drain, which is what I'm working on. And I think you're seeing me through a series of wires that go up the mast, the water inlet line for the generator, the new sink and shower drain, and I don't know what the hell else.
I am so close.
She just got hit.
My flight was through LA on to Brisbane, Australia, and then ultimately to Melbourne. So the longest leg of that flight is from LA to Brisbane. While in LA, I was able to relax a little bit in the Virgin Australia lounge.
I thought this plane was big till I saw the double-decker Airbuses as we drove up into this terminal.
At LAX in the Virgin Australia lounge, I went ahead and took a shower, and then I noticed this little lounge up top. This is a bar that sits on the roof of the terminal for the guests there. So at this point I was on board. This is a business class on the 777. I gotta tell you, it's easy to get spoiled on these chairs. Complete reclining into a bed, lumbar support, the whole bit. This is what they look like when they're folded down. They actually put a memory foam mattress down on it. And I don't know if you can see this, but there's actually a menu selection. You get to choose what your meals are. And they were unbelievably phenomenal. It started with a first course of soup. I ended up getting a nice fish, and they're really gourmet meals. It was unreal. After the dinner meal is served, they bring you around some complimentary pajamas, and then they dim the cabin lights. And if you can see the ceiling here, you can actually see these little twinkly stars that are LED lights on the ceiling. And then there's a small little bar and lounge that you can sit and work in if you want. So after a good night's sleep and waking up to a nice breakfast that I'd ordered the night before I went to sleep, we did arrive in Brisbane. I then took an Australian domestic flight to Melbourne and disembarked there. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and in the next one we'll talk about the highlights and some of the things that I did in Australia and the return trip, and probably highlight these flights a little bit more because I was just blown away by business class.